Hello people of the internet, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is a tremendously exciting day because we get the return of Miss Yena. That's right, Yena is back with the fabled third release, and if you're new around here, you know how important I think the third release is for any artist, regardless of who they are, if they're part of a group or if they're part of a solo act or whatever it is. Because Yena is back with Love War featuring B.O. Counting Stars. Boss. Anyways, this has me intrigued, excited, and all slightly nervous all at the same time. Again, I have not heard any audio spoilers for this, one bit. I've only seen concept photos for it, and from what I can piece together, we might be getting a change in sound from Yena, which has me intrigued, which is where the intrigue and the fear comes into play, because Yena last year with Smiley and Smartphone really made that like bubbly punk rock sound her own last year, and it was tremendously successful. I mean, she's got an M Countdown win under her belt from back in Smiley. And to see all the concept pictures, it looks like she might be taking a turn for the dark side. Because Smile no longer she is doing. So, we move on to the YouTubes. I don't know if Yena uploads on anything other than Stone, or like if Yena MVs go on anything other than Stone, but this is the only one I could find, which means 1080p, which is kind of sad. But we have captions. I might not pay attention to them, but we have them anyways, and I am ready. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Massively different sound already. Getting like a funk beat to it a little bit. Whoa. Very different already. I won't lie, this like loungy funk beat kind of works. This like airy, more mature tone. She's pulling this off. I can understand why B.O. is a feature on this track. His voice works. Oh, is he getting the entire verse to himself? Oh, bridge already. Miss Yena. Oh. I am. Okay, I'm not gonna let it go all the way to the end because I just want you to like really take in the sheer contrast and the whiplash that Yena just took us on. Take the concept from this video, right? You know, super dark, lots of blacks and reds and like smoky, like almost like noir type, right? And then look what's on screen, right? Primary colors up the wazoo, just yellows and reds and blues and greens and purples just everywhere, everything bright. And then we have Love War. This was that was a lot. That was, and here's the thing about this is the first 30 seconds of this, I genuinely was nervous because I wasn't sure I was going to like it because this is so far removed from what like we've come to associate Yena with in terms of like her vocal colors as bright pop sound, right? Then she said, "Nah, I can do something else," and just kind of flipped that on its head. And we really got this like very much matured version of Yena, whether it's the music composition or her voice. It's I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but I kind of like it. It's I feel like this would be the type of music that like had Haewon gone and like gone solo properly as a musician. I feel like this, based off of like the collab she did with Stella Zhang, at the end of 2021. I feel like this would be the type of music that Haewon could pull off. Just something about like I feel like her voice and her vocal and her rapping skills I feel like would work with a sound like this, kind of like the slower, mellower, like loungy type music. Did not expect Yena to go for a sound like this, but it surprisingly works. She has this like airiness to her voice when she's singing like softer but still up in that higher tone, like in the we'll go back somewhere, say I think this is like the pre-chorus, but like that line there, like the little bit of a vibrato she gave on that airy like last note. Oh, it's gonna do that thing again. That very wide vibrato, letting like the air coming out of her voice really take a hold. And I'll stop before Bio comes in here, but that chorus could have gone any number of directions within this genre, right? But it never left a range where Yena had to bring out that like high, powerful voice that she has, and we know her from songs like her solos before this, and even on like Eyes One tracks. Whoever was responsible for songwriting and like the production behind it, as well as composition, really understood the assignment here. Because having Yena go up into that powerful high tone would not work for this song. The fact that the writing team behind it were able to and knew to keep Yena in that husky, airy middle to lower tone throughout the entire song is the perfect creative decision for this. Because it stylistically works so well. And then having Bo with his I'd say rather high tone pairs so perfectly with Yena because it's like in terms of the register, it's pretty much like level pegging there. And his flow delivery is so it's so syncopated throughout the verse, but it's following different syncopation patterns. So it's like providing its own percussion track throughout the delivery by itself. The fact that we get it for so long too. And then immediately into a bridge. Very interesting choice because we technically never had a second chorus where it should have been, because Vio had that 24 bar verse of his, something like that. It's more than 16, I feel, and that's kind of amazing. Like usually when you get a feature artist, like take BB's feature on Smiley for example. Like she got the verse. Yeah, she didn't even get the pre-chorus in Smiley. BO kind of got an entire verse, like the entire middle section of the song is BO. There's no Yena involvement in it whatsoever, like no ad libs or anything. She just appears in the MV and that's it. I think is a bold play, and also as two artists working together, a lot of trust put in on the feature artist to deliver something when he's got such a big chunk of the song for himself. That was not what I was expecting coming into this song, was to hear Yena swearing of all people. To be honest, Le Seraphim swearing on No Celestial really caught me off guard because I didn't listen to the uncensored version when it came out. So you can imagine the surprise I was in for when I saw the lyric videos online. Um, and then just I think it's more to do with the fact that producers are adding the full-on censor beep to cover artists swearing for a lot of the part. Vernon's Black Eye, Idol's Tomboy, Yena's Love War, all of them have had very shrill and like sudden censor beeps, which kind of throws me off a little bit. I think this one in particular, because it falls in the middle of a phrase, like there's no really good place to cut. Like with Tomboy, Yam can Tomboy. It's the lead into the chorus, so there's no instrumentals there. So it's like, okay. In fact, that censor beep is kind of what cuts the instrumental going into the chorus. And it's kind of the same with Vernon's Black Eye as well, but when you have a swear word in the middle of a phrase, it's really hard to make it not jarring when you add a censor beep to it, and this is the same way. I'm gonna look out for an uncensored version of this for morbid curiosity and just to see if this song flows any different, but I'm not mad at it. And frankly, the song is quite good. It's it's very winter, like winter appropriate. Like this is those for those moments when like your entire being is cold. Your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. It gives off very cold vibes. I think it's the BPM, the flow, the pacing of the song is definitely very far off from the upbeat pop rock, punk rock sound that we've gotten in the past. But I'm not terribly mad at it. You know? And yeah, this is, I believe, a single, but it has some B-sides on the album, so we're gonna check out those B-sides on a separate video. It'll be on the channel. If it isn't, and it got blocked for copyright reasons, then pin comment, or I'll make a separate video about it. But that's it for me today. Yena's Love War. It's not my favorite off of first listen, but I reckon this will be a grower for me. Give it a couple weeks, I think I might really like this song. But yeah. If you want to see more from me rambling over music videos, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog stuff I watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye bye.